What is up, Kripple Krew? Another episode of TNT Thursday Knife Talk. So, of course, I'm here with our brother WarRoom.
What's up, knife addicts?
The original member of the Kripple Krew. And on Thursday nights, we merge the Kripple Krew and the WarParty. And we have our TNT. I want to say good evening to Marco, who dropped the first hello in at noon today. Ground Fog. We got Jimmy Crow. What up, brother? What up? We got Mick Ranger, member Kripple Krew Inc. What's going on? Clint Crosby, Knives and Gear Insights. Kelly, what's up, sis? Chris Lopez. This is how it's going, homie. I can't stop carrying it. But you know, WarRoom was telling me. He was like, you got to get hands-on with the McNeese. You're right there. He was like, you got to get hands-on with one of these.
They're awesome, aren't they?
Damn. Yes, they are. This thing, he warned me not to let it drop onto my thumbnail to close because it'll go through your thumbnail. And it is
stupid sharp, brother.
Such a beautiful knife. Is yours the flat grind?
Yes.
Yeah, this one is as well. Yeah, I didn't know at first that's what the F on the box meant, but now I'm learned up a little. What's up, Jim Cox, member Kripple Krew Inc.? How you doing, homie? How can you not enjoy this knife, Christopher Lopez? I mean, how can you not enjoy this big, chunky, made in America, but still somehow light and balanced? The balance on it is insane.
Have you seen the new one that they just dropped, the hollow grind?
Yes.
Dude, that's sick. But I pretty much got told that I cannot buy any more knives until after Blade Show.
What's up, Brian White? How are you? You just became a proud owner of a McNeese, says Knives and Gear Insights. Hell yeah, congrats. Yeah. Let's see, Knife Monkey, what's going on? Yeah, it's not funny when it goes through the thumbnail, Kelly, or the flex around the thumbnail. It's true.
Do it too.
Oh, hey, yes.
Hey, I gotta say something to Kelly and Brian. Thank you very much. I love this thing. It's been in my pocket every day.
Yeah.
Thank you.
That is such a big beefy knife. It's so cool.
Dude, it's absolute beast, man. Pick up manhole covers with it.
Ginger Fisher, member Kripple Krew Inc., dropping them badass emojis. What's up, homie? So Kelly, it's not here yet. I told you there was not a good chance of it showing up by this afternoon. It's 1700 here, so 5 p.m. and the mail still ain't here. But you know, I was talking to Kelly earlier, that's why Doge exists, because postage is so much more expensive than it's ever been, and yet service is worse than it's ever been, even with technology.
Dude, this knife right here, I bought it off a hog road slayer, and it went from California to 20 miles from my house at Ybor City, and then it went down to Sarasota, then it went all the way back to Oakland, California, and then back here.
And that's why shipping so much. Because we're paying for it to go across the country 3 damn times.
Yeah, we wonder why we're paying. You know, absolutely ridiculous. In this day and age, that should not happen.
So I started off the table today, not with my carry, but with several knives. All of these knives are either gifts or trades. Knives and Gear, I'm in Southeast Washington. All of these knives are either trades or gifts from members of our community. And I just wanted to, you know, show love to everybody. And I am going to run through these real quick, if you don't mind, brother.
No.
I've got a trade and a gift here from WarRoom. Both of these, the Mannix 2 Lightweight and the Luft Kansept Avants, were grail knives to me, and he knew that. The Luft Avant, my first ever grail knife. I've got a gift from Darkwater here, and my homeboy's Corn Doggy Firestone and Tiger Claw. That's the
I
Civivi
absolutely
knives.
love that.
It's the Thug 2 is such a badass knife.
Yeah, it absolutely is.
Got the Ultimate Penguin from an unnamed gifter, and that is the TPK exclusive S90V. Got the Brian F trade. Got Cold Steel 8015. This one is the S35 VN and G10 version. But folks, when it comes to the 15 or the 10, it seems like get you a light or get you the regular, you're gonna get a good knife.
Doesn't matter. They're both equally as good. Just the full size or the regular is just S35 compared to Plus 10, but they're both extremely good.
Got the Nocturnal, which is a trade with Rolf Robertson. Of
Still gotta
course,
get it,
this is my original Jimmy Crow custom parrot from the man, the myth, the legend, Jimmy Crow himself. One of the earliest acid wash blades that he did. This is always going to be a cherished part of my collection.
That's
And
my
then I
original
do
Jimmy
got to
Crow.
give a shout out to Mad Yako and to Blue Elephant Hanks, who donated both of these Hanks, or not donated, but gifted me both of these Hanks. And I just wanted to give the community a shout out to start this before we did all this.
Our community is awesome, man. Yeah, totally awesome, bro.
What part of Washington, Ginger? Yeah, our community is dope, homie.
So blessed to be part of it.
Jim Cox bought a Torx tool from NBK, and it went from California to New Jersey, then to him in Oregon. Oh man,
crazy, bro.
Yeah, this community though, it really is something else, and just the way everybody supports. I want to give a shout out to Patty Berry, Mo Patty, EDT. Much love to Billy Berry, William Berry, who passed away. If you feel like giving Patty a shout out or not a shout out. Wow. Wrong way to say that, but just touching base with her and let her know you're thinking about her. She's a big part of our community and go through a tough time. Not trying to make this sad. I just thought of it. I figured I'd say, if you can, say hi to Patty. Justin Time said he's eating and he can't talk, just saying hi. Well, we appreciate you popping in, homie.
This is crazy, man. I look forward to Thursday nights now.
I'm glad. It's funny. My lives, all of them, my Tuesday and Saturdays, which my Saturday was my original, and then Tuesdays came, and then now we have Thursdays. I do look forward to my lives more than any other part of the weekend because I get to interact with the community. But this one is always special because we get to kick it, talk to the community, just chat, and bring on guests sometimes not. Did you get him?
I haven't gone yet.
Oh.
I had to go pee.
Love you, gorgeous.
Love you. And I'm gonna head over to his house.
Okay.
Yeah, Jake was like, I'm actually gonna go get Adam first. You can just go in through my front door. I was like, oh.
All right. While you're here, before you leave, will you close that door for a minute because they're gonna be running around making noise. Yeah, but out. Love you, gorgeous. Deadly daughter popped her head in real quick. She just got back from being a counselor for 5th grade camps, and now she's got to go out because she's got her mission.
That's awesome.
Always busy.
Yeah, that's awesome. Raise them right, and they'll do you proud.
That's for sure. My son just entered terminal leave. He's got his DD 214. He finished his 5-year stint. Yes, and I want to give him a salute. He finished his 5-year stint in the Army and just got his DD 214. He's on that terminal leave, and he said that the thing that everybody says, he's going to let his hair and his facial hair grow for a minute, see what it looks like.
Absolutely. I shaved enough in the military. I'm not shaving no more.
Doozle member Kripple Krew Wink. What it do, my man? I hope life is avoiding the gonads today.
What's up, Book? Yeah, you're absolutely correct. Well, I don't know if people know, but somebody close to him has a heck of a beard. So he's taking somebody's advice.
Yeah, I still can't do hair even after all these years. I keep my head shaved pretty short.
I still go high and tight all the time.
Yep, high and tight. And if I go to the barber, it's a straight skin fade to number 2 on top. And
I go 0 on the sides, number 2 on top.
Yep. And ready to go. What's up, Neil McKenzie, member Kripple Krew Inc. Jay Corskaden, member Kripple Krew Inc. Fook says getting kicked firmly in the acorns. That's no bueno, homie. No bueno.
Hey, by the way, I got a bone to pick. You said that you sent me some stickers from your club. I've never received any stickers from your club, bro.
I thought you got one of the red and gold stickers.
Nope. I would love one though. I would love one of each.
All right. I'll see what I got.
Well, you know they're going to go in a prominent place right next to me.
Yep. Oh, I know.
So,
Knives and Gear Insight says he uses his clippers at the 0 setting since his time in the military. Yep.
Hey, man. Yeah, it's just a rite of passage, you know. We let our facial hair grow. We still keep our hair short.
Yep. Yeah. Hats fit better.
So I wanted to show my original Jimmy Crow. That's an Ethan Go, but I sent this back to Jimmy, and Jimmy blacked out it had a silver blade. He did a black wash on the blade. He black washed all this and did all the hardware, including the clip, fire anode.
That looks really good.
It just had the die job, which is excellent die job, and the pivot. Yeah, that's what he originally did to it. But I mean, this is my first Ethan Grow and my only Ethan Grow, and it's a fantastic knife.
And it'll always be special because it's a Jimmy Crow knife. What it do, William Hornbossel? Good to see you, homie. It always means he's not out running the flight deck or we're not dropping bombs on anybody when he's here, so it means we're safe.
So what MOS was your boy?
Is it 35 whiskey under the new? He was a linguist. He was a cunning linguist.
Yeah, no, I tried out for that and I bombed.
Yeah, no, he learned Arabic while he was in.
That's a pretty good one to have nowadays.
That's where he actually met my daughter-in-law was at DLI, which is the Defense Language Institute.
Right.
But everybody in the service calls it the Desperate Love Institute because you're there so long. Everybody shacks up, but at least he picked a good one.
Yeah.
Sean Batts, what's up? He was submarines. Yeah.
My father-in-law was a submariner for over 20 years.
I never minded being in a small, tight tank, but I was above ground.
Yeah, there's something about being under the water where you can't go anywhere.
Yeah, that never appealed to me.
Well, it takes a lot.
I got a lot of respect for that. That's not something I ever wanted to do.
I think that's what JB Big Red did too.
What's up, Wes Gibson, member Kripple Krew Inc.? How you doing? Oh, I still got it just chilling on your face.
So, you got anything new? Anybody? Pocket checks?
Yeah, what was in the Thursday pockets for everybody? I have something new to open up here in just a few minutes, but I'm going to slowly clean up this stuff while we see what was in everybody's pockets.
Hey, anybody sees Illuminati, shout him out. I've got a question for him. It was supposed to be a
Roger.
mystery giveaway, but I'm going to ask him between two knives. I know what he wants.
Sean Bad said he just had to look at nuclear power plant needles. Yeah, but you still had to do it stuck underwater. I can't even swim well, homie. Well, I can swim until I'm tired. I can't tread water. So, yeah, the Navy was never for me. I skipped swimming day on the Army every time we did it. I skipped that stuff somehow. I never did the stupid pants over my head floaty thing. I always got out of that because the water
Really?
just ain't for me. Oh yeah, I got out of that.
Really?
Yeah.
I
don't.
went to the bottom
I'm
of the
not.
pool.
I
Full
joined
rock,
the Army, not the Navy. I don't need to swim.
full rock, boots, everything, bro.
Nah, screw that. That ain't for me.
Chris helmet and all, bro. Yeah, I've done all
What's
that.
up, Cicero? Stuck at work for another hour. It's just sneaking in to say behave. Yeah, right. Remember Kripple Krew, by the way. Folk Doozle's got the Vosteed Thunderbird, Civivi Sentinel Strike, and a Leatherman Arc. Chris Lopez got the Verolux 3.3 TRM Nerd, which has got that blue and black camo carbon, and his tactile turn pin. Kept it light for work.
I mean, I'm just going to start calling him Chris TRM.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, you know those hollow ground Mike Irie Adams with the camo carbon, the Mokomei camo carbon?
They just dropped, didn't they?
And they drop tomorrow, but the homie has one on the way. He already ordered one.
Right on.
What's up, Ron Dobbins? How you doing, my man? Member Kripple Krew, good to see you.
What's happening, Ron?
Today for William Hornbostel, it was the Goliath Auto. I should have that any day. It's supposed to be here. Thank you, mail service, for taking forever. Kershaw Appa, Arkfeld Pro, and a buck on his hip. 2 neck knives for daily use, 1 for self-defense. Yeah. Or 1 for daily use, 1 for self-defense. That makes sense.
So I got a new knife coming in. It'll be here Saturday. Called the Goliath from Tech Knives.
Yeah, that's what he was just saying. William just said he carried one today.
Well, mine's going to be here Saturday, but yeah, I can't wait. $30. Yeah. Ooh, that's a great steal.
Yeah, I had to wait as well. Or I can't wait as well. I was very stoked. I've been singing Tack Knives praises for a long time.
I got my first Tech Knife from you, bro.
Yeah, exactly. To see that price is just I couldn't pass it up. I'm so glad I got one on the way. Yeah, William Hornbostel says he got 2 and a mini. Yeah, Jim Clark said that EDC didn't make knees short, and then we're talking about him, so we had to get his out. Nothing else like that.
Hey, I didn't have mine out until he started playing with his today.
You're right, that thunk. What's up, Neil Mudd? Remember Kripple Krew Inc? How you doing, brother?
What's up, Neil?
I love that thunk. I am well impressed by the knife, that's for sure. And it's another one that has been added to my must-have list, of course.
Dude, I mean, just everything about this knife is so precision. Does yours have the big?
This one does not have the deep carry pocket clip. This has the old school McNeese clip.
What color is that?
This is the atomic finish.
That's not yours either, though.
No, it's not mine.
I was going to send you a clip. I got an extra clip.
I was surprised at how well this McNeese pancake clip works.
Wow, this is better, bro. But you get yours, bro. Just hit me up. I'll send you one.
Will do. Ron Dobbins got his new golden design. He picked up the new golden design sub caliber. That's nice. And he's carrying the We Esprit Tiger Stripe, EMP Nimble with the tie scales, Travis Pry Bar, G-Shock Watch, titanium pin, and notepad. While Jay Corscotten says on the desk, he's got the Tri-Stash, the Tie Smoke, Kaiser Tie Sat in October, and the MASH V2 Tie Flame. Pimping it.
I got a MASH sitting right here, but mine's a V1.
I reviewed the MASH. I liked it a lot. That was when I reached out to Lefty and out of that bunch, I asked him if I could get the growler.
I missed.
I like the mash, but this growler just made me smile. So out of the three, I grabbed this one from him. And the tall boy.
I missed this so much. I had to give up my tri-stash for it. I'm much like this much better in the tri-stash.
William Hornbossel got another bench made, a narrow 748. Ooh, we got the narrows.
I don't know what I think about that knife.
I've got to check one out. I want to compare it to the Cold Steel FM1 and the Vosteed Parallel. I would love to do a comparison of the three.
Have you ever handled the FM1, bro?
Not yet.
Bro.
Yeah, that's why I want to compare that to the narrows.
Don't let this scare you. You get used to this, and this is great.
Oh, I'm not worried about that.
Well, a lot of people, that's what they call out on it. It's shallow, or you should be placed different. Nah, man, it's perfect. You know,
Granger did a cool heat anno on his button lock raccoon. That's dope. Neil Mudd's got his chop too. Pyrite buoy with the Jimmy Crow custom. William Hornbossel put the KME on the Benchmade and sharpened it at a lower angle, changing the Benchmade right out the box. Robert Willoughby, what's going on?
I got
Ron Dobbins says he likes all Devos that has been out.
There's certain ones I like and certain ones I don't.
Jimmy Crow says the FM1 is awesome, awesome, awesome.
Here, Jimmy. Well, you gotta remember you gotta take the safety off, but there's a Benchmade right there I picked up.
Yay.
And this is one that the original 940.
Yeah, you've got the manual and the auto.
Correct. But I'm having a problem that Zach was talking about. I can't. And Jimmy was kind enough to send me a new set of hardware. I tried the other pivot because the screws and stuff weren't for a 940-1. The pivot.
Yeah, I saw his video or Zach's video on that.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm probably going to have to send it to Benchmade.
What's up, Homer Phelps, member Kripple Krew Inc.? How you doing, mine? Yeah, today the Berg Blades tick came in, and this is the first Berg Blades I've checked out. This is the titanium tick with the marble carbon fiber. So I waited to open it until we was all on here. I figured we'd take a look at it together. Got that nice magnetic Berg blade box. Nice presentation. Got the stickers and such. Some pretty cool ass stickers.
Do you get that in the pass round, bro?
Yes. And we've got
that's awesome.
Our certificate of authenticity that I'm going to just leave that in the bag for the moment, but I'll take a sticker out. Oh, you get a few stickers. You get some cool ass. Yeah, I'm going to leave that in there though. You want the new blades, our Berg Blades Mini Sweeney? That does look pretty dope. And, oh, that's all above the foam. Ooh-wee, there it is.
I hate the delay on live.
Yeah.
Because my tablet down here has got the bigger picture. You know what I'm saying? And yeah.
Titanium with shred carbon fiber. Ooh, that looks good. Milled type pocket clip. Titanium backspacer. Let's give it a flick. Ooh. That's 90V.
Look at the grind on that.
Dude, that just oh, that reverse flick is money. McRanger's asking if you're going to do a live unboxing when you get the Ripley.
Oh, you guys bet, man. I'll have everybody on for that one.
Yeah. He'll get it right after I'm done recording it.
I will probably have Donnie Bush. We'll probably do a little because Bush is I've made a decision. I'm gifted bless something.
That'd be cool to have him on the live at the same time.
It's going to happen.
This is, ooh, money.
Sounds fantastic, bro.
Yeah, even with the flipper tab, it's just a perfect detent.
Well, it's probably going to be a blade show, McRanger. Donnie's pushing to get that.
Oof, that is a really nice knife that I look forward to reviewing. We'll put that down now. We can go back to our split. So who is getting one of them Vampire Jack Wolf fixed EDC tomorrows? I wish. I really like the red Kiranite and DLC fixed our Vampire Jack fixie.
I'm passing on Jack Wolf for now.
But that one, and I like the, oh, it is the deep hollow grind Ron Dobbins. Deep. Like, I almost feel like my fingers are gonna touch. Let's check this.
You already know.
Hopes if I don't hit the troil.
What steel is that? That's 90, correct? Yeah.
Oh, I kept using that big. Maybe I should just put my finger in the troil. It's S90V. It's got one spot on it that seems to need a touch up. Right about here.
Chop it up.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's been through a bunch of reviewers, but it is one deep hollow grind. Yeah, the 80s camo with the satin looks really good just in time, but that red one with the DLC, it really, something about it looks really gorgeous to me.
So that's the tick, correct?
Yeah, this one is the tick. I guess it's, according to the website, it's between the Iron Pup and the Iron Wolf. I don't know if that means in size or if it's in his when they came out, but it's overall it is it's an 8-inch knife with a 3.5-inch blade and a 4.5-inch handle. And this titanium one, oh wait, this is not the full tie. There is one that is a full tie that they only did 40 of. I don't know how many they did of this one with the carbon fiber, but yeah, 8-inch knife. Stop, dogs. Let's see. Inlay tick, satin, sold out. There was only 30 of these. Damn. Stop, dogs. Hold on a second. I think the South African knives might be here. 1 second, Buffer. Back up. Back.
So I got a box in from Aries EDC with some South African specials from Pickled Steel. There's the Cosmos.
One outside.
You can see the G10 and carbon fiber is awesome on this. But the action, this blade is 14C. The action is fantastic on this knife. I'm seeing a review on it shortly. Aries has already got one out, but excellent action on this knife. Got to be careful too. It's a dropper.
That looks good.
It's really
Yes,
good.
the pickled steel box finally got here.
Nice. Which ones did you get?
No clue. We're about to find out.
Fun. Hang on. Let me show mine real quick. This one is
I'm gonna
a
give you the screen while you do that so that I can open this
That's
event
cool.
so we don't show my address.
that's very cool. Okay, this is I think this is a DB or yeah DBLs, and this is a skinning and boning knife. It's N690, D10, and a camel thorn on the wood. It's an excellent knife, good size. I'd almost EDC this one, but I'm a bigger guy, so
It
right
does
on
look
that,
really nice.
right on that limit, and there's it with the sheath. But just you guys will see these here in the next day or two on my channel. And then of course, this one is one of my favorites. You guys already know the Impala Hunter. Excellent knife. Excellent feel. This is more of your bushcrafter type of knife. This is an N690 also. Really good, really comfortable where it goes. The sharpening choil is good on it. Really good knife. And that's what I got from Pickled Steel.
Brian F, what's going on? How are you? Caleb 1776, member Kripple Krew Inc. What is up?
What's up, Caleb?
That looks like huge sticker packs. We gotta show some of Kelly. Whoop. We gotta show some of Kelly's awesome stickers. And of course, we're gonna throw down a Pickle Steel sticker because can't cut shit with a cucumber.
Yeah, I got some of those on my desk right now.
And then let's see what
There's some of Kelly's fine work right there.
Here.
Old monkey fist.
1, 2, 3.
Put it on your screen, bro.
Ooh.
Oh, that looks like a Impala Hunter there.
I got the Impala Hunter, but we also got the
I like
Blixen
that one.
Blades.
I like that one.
And we got a couple of Pickled Steel Protos. And first, I gotta say, thank you, Ron Dobbins. I did see your super chat while WarRoom was showing his Pickled Steel haul, and I just wanted to say thank you. I appreciate you so much. Hit that thumbs up. Love you too, brother. I'm gonna give you a USA salute. Faux show. And Blind Move Pure, remember Kripple Krew Inc. What's going on? So, first, we're going to grab the Kelly's dropping the link for the Pickled Steel Impala Hunter. And after talking to, oh, that feels so good. Jan Vol. I wanted to check this one out first.
Told ya.
Ooh, that really does feel perfect in hand.
Doesn't it? Great knife, man.
Whoa. And screaming sharp as usual. Sharper than that S90V tick I just pulled out.
Amazing how that works, man. They get it right when they sharpen their knives. Pickled Steel does, man. I have never had anything dull from them except a knife that Gareth used, well, two knives that Gareth used for over 3 years.
Yes. Yes, Knives and Gear Insight. Blixen Blades has been busy working on orders since that last stream. And we'll probably have him on another stream very soon now that this is here. Oh.
Yeah, you guys need to show Kelly love too, because she pushed her butt off getting these knives to you.
Definitely. Thank you, Kelly. Kelly's making sure everybody can see this stuff. This Blixen Blades custom feels.
That's the one I want to try.
awesome in hand. I love the way that they pattern their G10 because it looks cool and it gives you really good grip. And that jimping on top locks you in.
Fantastic, man. What's up, Ralph?
Oh, yeah. That's crazy, crazy sharp. Rolf Robertson.
Is that in N690 also?
Member Kripple Krew Inc., how you doing today? I believe it is because most of his stuff is. However, the card just says Blicks and Blades Custom, possible future production.
Oh yeah,
So,
that's what the DBL said too. Possible future. This is all those personal, but it's possible future.
yeah, this is all those personal knife, and I can't believe you could pick these up for like 75 to 125 bucks. Made by hand in South Africa. Woo. And it is scary. I almost got myself there. Just wicked nice.
Dr. DBD. Super glue and a Band-Aid never hurt anybody.
And that one's got a nice taco sheath with a couple of custom leather straps on it for Aldo to carry.
I like that a lot.
Now,
that's my preferred method of carry.
The two prototypes I am crazy excited for. First, let's show this one. Because this,
oh yeah,
is the Blood Eagle. And the Blood Eagle prototype, of course. Oh man, that flipper tab works perfectly. However,
they're going to put a pocket deploy on that.
There
too,
will
right?
there will be a wave style deployer on this, but the front flipper is fantastic. You've got the G10 or brass rings, so you can go with a little more punching power or a little lighter weight, up to you.
I think they're only doing one though, when it finally comes out. I think that's what Gareth said. But
G10 ring only. Okay, I'm looking at the changes here. G10 ring only, but there's going to be green micarta and black micarta, front flipper, wave opener, liner lock. I appreciate you, Kelly. I'm reading the cards now, seeing what the changes are. I was just happy to get these open, and I really, really want one of these. Oh, did you hear that? Check that out. Whoop. Keep my finger out of the way. Oh, do that again.
Yeah, do it the way that you did it before.
I'm trying. Man, this got some good acoustics. I'm just not getting it as loud as it did a second ago. There we go. Sean, Jesse, what's going on? Good to see you both. When this has a pocket deployer, it's going to be crazy because it is one of the few karambit style knives that fits my hand comfortably.
Here's the thing that I like about it. I like that the hook isn't so serious that you can't use it forward. You
could absolutely use this for deployment.
Yeah.
And you could use it for opening packages, for anything that you're doing, cutting any fibrous material that you want to trap. It is a useful shape, wicked. As much as I love.
Is it hollow?
This knife that I just reviewed, I specifically said that you don't want to use this as an EDC knife.
Right.
Your typical tasks, are going to mess up that tip eventually. Plus, you want to keep that sharp, and that's not as easy to sharpen.
Made for one thing and one thing only, bro. Let's face that.
This you can use for the same use as that is made for. But if this was the only knife on you, you could also easily use it as an EDC style knife.
The D2 too, right?
Yes.
Okay.
And
I'm gonna be real honest. I like Pickle Steel's D2.
yeah, they go with that real high hardness from Romet, and Romet does a killer job.
Yeah.
Look at the ergos on this. Even my hand is not in the ring.
I just have one question. The pocket clip looks odd because of the ring. Is it a hot spot or does it melt?
It's actually not. It's because it's a wire clip. I don't feel it. Either way, it disappears pretty comfortably because it's a wire clip, but it is the stronger wire clip like on the Warhog.
Right.
But I am surprised that even with this ring on, how comfortable it is in a forward position for regular cutting.
I couldn't agree more, Kelly.
Yeah, not over exaggerated.
That's why I like it. You know, I can't wait to get that one in my hand.
I am excited about this.
Because I just got rid of my Kubi Wrath because it was just too much.
Very, very excited for that one. And let's wipe that off right quick. One more prototype that has me wicked excited. And I am very appreciative to Kelly for shooting this one over first. I do really, really appreciate it. Everybody might be able to guess what this one is, but let's pull out the Typhon.
Yes.
Oh. Oh. This is
pre-ordered one the other day, bro.
The titanium and M390. It's going to be, the production will be titanium and M390 shred carbon fiber that is contoured, and so is the titanium.
I want you guys to look at that because that inset is done well.
Very. It's the entire thing is scale and insert is contoured and feels nice. And this is just the proto, and it looks beautiful. This is a Jonathan Jacobs design. The change. This is going to be a button liner lock, not a plunge lock.
I thought he said frame lock, but I could be wrong.
No, button liner lock.
Okay, cool.
And then there's also going to be green micarta, black micarta, or carbon fiber options with D2 steel that will also be button liners. Yes, it needs a flipper delete thumbs says I see you. But the flipper tab button lock, I mean, I can't really compare it to what the production is going to feel like, because with the liner and the detent ball, it's going to be even better.
I happen to know a couple of guys that can do that quite readily.
But this one feels great. This one,
I love the pocket clip on that.
Yes, it is a very good, and it's rather deep carry for a milled clip. Like quite a bit of that disappears into your pocket, and then you've got the titanium backspacer. This is a full flat grind on that chunky blade stock. Look how chunky that is. So you got a strong blade, but it'll still be this is stupid sharp.
Hey, what's your paper bill run?
A fair amount. It's not cheap, but it's not as much as the shipping bill. That's for sure. Shipping is definitely the biggest expense.
All right.
But paper and printing come close.
So on that one, it doesn't have what they usually do as far as pickle steel. Pickle steel usually has about a 3/4 inch back or 3/4 backspacer on them. Am I wrong?
We have to work with Galdo on to do premium of these knives. Yeah, Kelly. This one has about a half length backspacer.
Okay, put me on for a minute. I want to show you what I'm talking about.
I forgot I was still.
It's all good. You can see this is the Cosmo. It's got almost a full backspacer.
Yeah.
This is the Maverick. It has almost the same. Now, of course, I only got one other. This one has got like a half backspacer. I'm just saying it's not as normal. They're not their normal. Usually they have more than half backspacers.
Later, Clem. Have a nice knife, Clem. Yeah, this one I think is a designer choice because this is based on his custom Typhon. And I believe his custom has a shorty backspacer like this. So I think that's done to match the custom Typhon.
Oh, I'm sure it is. I truly like when they do backspacers like that. That's just a personal preference.
Yeah, a full backspacer just feels great in hand. Makes it feel like an integral.
It eliminates a lot of crap from getting into your blade also. Did I show you this one, DVD? This is one that Gareth gifted me.
Yes, you did show me that one when it was on your sharpener.
Oh, yeah, that's right. That's right. Yeah. 3 years worth of use. He never sharpened it. Well, he sharpened it by hand, but I mean, it was horrible. Not saying anything about Gareth. Gareth uses his knives, that's for sure.
Caleb, I hope that hanging out with the crew at least makes you out. At least helps you feel a little better.
I hope you're feeling better, bro. I hope you can get well by the time Blade Show rolls around.
I did not expect this Impala Hunter to feel so good in hand for the size of knife it is. It's very nimble, like the balance on it right back here. It feels very nice. I like this. But these Brodos are going to be so wicked. This little Blood Eagle is going to be a ripper for sure. And surprisingly comfortable, even outside of this beef jerky Avenger grip.
So I have to ask Kelly a question. Did you happen to get your hardware in for your Blem decals?
Yes, Kelly. People should be grabbing themselves some Impalas. I'm gonna pull it up for pickle.
I can't believe it either.
There we go.
What was it? $70 all in with shipping? That's a steal for that knife.
Yes. Yeah. Right now they're running $54.95 before shipping. So you use code Crippleton. It's $50. You're going to be under $70 with that knife delivered to your house.
I mean,
in
look,
$690. They're beautiful stonewash finish.
Absolutely. The wood is solid on there too. I mean,
It is.
Stabilized rosewood or sandalwood, my bad.
And of course, your scales don't look the exact same as mine. Every one will be a little unique, being wood.
Absolutely. Well, this, yeah. Oh my God. I've
It
got
is
2 examples.
fully contoured. Beautiful. You said you got 2 of them?
I've got mine and the one that we got shipped here.
The custom?
I bought one, and then this came with Scott. Scott sent me this, you know, the
Oh, gotcha.
package for the go pass around. This is mine.
Yay, yay. Such a good knife.
Now, I will say
I'm
this.
excited for this.
I will say this. I do have an issue with this, and I let it be known. I do not like sheaths that have a button here. You get out in the field, you wear this for a while, that sheath that'll pull through the leather eventually. Just my opinion. Okay, you guys do it on your own. That's just my opinion. I've used these before and had it happen. So, anyways, that's the only issue I've got with the knife.
I know they love their leather hunter sheaths, but this knife is screaming for a custom kydex and a scout carry.
Absolutely. Well, that one, that might be a little too big, the EDC for me.
No, I just meant that's how I would carry it if I was
No, I agree.
backpacking.
This one is right on the edge, bro. This DBL's S&B. This, yeah.
This Blixum is perfect. I'm going to
Yeah.
show the size of the Blixum next to my Aries EDC Spike to give you a good idea of the size of the Blixum. So it is on the larger side of what I would consider an EDC fixie. This is all lanyard. They're actually tailed. Let me move some of this stuff so that we can see. So I'm going to put these tail to tail lined up, and it's at least an inch longer.
That's still
But
within reason.
but it's light enough and small enough that it feels great. And this one has the smaller taco sheaths. So this one you easily could EDC every day.
I'll bet you that's on along the size of that right there.
Yeah. Well, let's compare it to, let's move this out of the way, and we'll give a couple of comparisons that folks are used to. How about it's going to be, let's compare it to the 8015. About a half inch shorter than that.
So that's what, 7.5?
Yeah. Way bigger than a penguin. I'm trying to find a good in-betweener.
A tweener.
Or I guess I could just measure the sumbie real quick. It comes out at just barely under 7 3/4,
Yeah.
with a 3 1/4 inch sharpened edge and a 3.5 inch blade overall.
Yeah, because the 8015 is like 8.5.
Later, Jimmy Crow.
Later, Jimmy. Love you, bro.
This is probably closer in size to that Guardian, for sure. And again, screaming sharp.
Do me a favor. Can you put it up against your Corbett?
Yeah, let me grab the cord.
That'll give me an idea.
Moving stuff out of my lap real quick. My desk area always gets so crazy during lives.
Yeah. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18.
Here's the Corvid.
19. I got about 19 knives sitting out. 20, 21. 21. Oh yeah, easily EDC size.
Yes.
Absolutely. 100%.
Yeah, I really. And you would have, a 3¼ inch blade on you, or 3½ inch usable blade on you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Blixum faux show. I can't wait to get my own custom Blixum. I believe this is similar to the companion. I really want the Nightcrawler. I think that's what it was called when we were talking to him. I know some people in here ordered some.
You gonna get you one of these, bro?
One of the tacks?
Yep.
Yeah, we shall see. That's a good looking knife.
I think this is an excellent knife, bro. Fits my hand like a glove.
Yeah. Yeah, that would be dope, Kelly. This would be a great production knife, I think.
Nah, I think he's gonna do it. I think he just needs to get rolling a little bit.
Yeah, if this came out in N690, again, right around that 50, $60.
Hey, DBD,
Like
take the whole screen for a minute because I'm gonna step out for a minute.
Roger, got to go talk to man about a horse.
Yep.
These look good. Brown Sugar, what is up, sis? Hope you're doing well. We've been looking at the South African, the prototypes, the custom, and the Impala Hunter. But I also got a second box in with the mail today, and I figured we might as well take a look and see what's in it right now. It's got information all over the box, of course, so I'm opening it up off screen. I just had a sheath for this knife. Where'd I put the sheath? Okay, I know I had a sheath. Okay, I will. We'll set it there for a moment. Oh, what a fun day today. Not only did I get the first Berg blades I've ever got to check out and do the pass around, but we got the South African box thanks to Kelly putting in that work. We also got in a couple of other very interesting knives. A Vosteed, a Kansept. We're going to save that one for a video reveal, and the first Cavil knife I have ever checked out. I don't even remember which knife this is.
Never seen one.
DBD in Africa coming soon, says Rolf Robertson. Quite possibly. Who knows, mine? I know that they want me to come visit. Okay.
I think you get along just fine over there.
See if we can get this out of the Cavil box. This is an interesting knife. Another self-defense knife. This one is made with the Picard grip. It's very, very light. Very, very light. Barbie Chambers, EDC girl, what's up? Good to see you. Member Kripple Krew Inc.
What's up, Barbie?
It's an all carbon fiber. Is it? Or is it G10? With a back, I'm gonna have to look up what this is. It feels like G10. I know they make, but I know this thing is spendy too. It is very lightweight though, and It is balanced perfectly for a Pikal grip. That one will be different to check out. But this knife is one we actually mentioned just a little while ago. So I'm even more excited to check this one out than any of the others right now. Let's look at what else is in here. I'm going to put this sticker out while I'm getting it out. This is a knife we were just talking about a few minutes ago.
And that would be, drum roll, please.
The Vosteed Parallel. Their version of the skinny crossbar premium knife.
That's a good looking knife.
154 cm, titanium, spring pocket clip, backspacer looks like aluminum, and crazy thin, very good action. This is one that I really want to compare to an FM1. What's up, Mr. Deadly?
Okay, the party can start now. I have arrived. We can continue the party. No,
How you doing, Mr. Deadly?
Yeah, that's their version of the Narrows or the FM1. And it's going to be interesting for me to carry this and see if it's a style that I like at all.
That's from the Pass Around group too?
Yes. Yeah, this is, quite a bit thinner than I typically like to carry. But maybe not uncomfortable. I'll have to see if it works with my hands, but it is definitely very, very thin. Almost as thin as that Full Metal Atlas, the Boker Atlas backlock that I showed. This is almost that thin.
That's crazy.
Feels like nothing, but the action's phenomenal.
I'd really like to take that apart and see that, see the locking system on that. If it's how different it is because it's so thin.
And it's still adjustable. I don't think I'm going to get the light on this live. I'll have to do it for the review. But there is 3 spots for the Omega springs to be adjusted to, so that you can dial this in the way you want. But wherever it's dialed at the moment feels great.
What do those run?
So let's look it up and see, because I am not sure. Vosteed. On the Vosteed website, they're 150.
That's not bad.
That's
Considering
that's
Narrows is
S35
$500.
in titanium. 154 cm in titanium is 129.
Yeah, I'll take that.
Yeah, this one's $130. Of course, all of them are currently sold out, but they go up to the most expensive is 169 with a topo ano on here. I'll show it actually real quick. I'm sure it's the same thing I want from County Comm right now, Mick Ranger, the upcoming Vosteed Talaruru in Oldham.
Talaruru. That
But,
reminds me of that one commercial. I'll take T-Gay, Who's Your Mama? For the win.
That's the most expensive parallel. The Topo titanium with S35VN. They have a rose gold S35VN. They've got stonewash, And then they've got the few that are in 154 cm, and those are 130. So 130 to 150. That seems very fair.
Compare that to a Benchmade Narrows.
At 550,
Yeah.
565.
Yeah, the Vosteed for the win, please.
I still need to check out the FM1.
You'll be really happy with it, dude. If the postal system wasn't so bad and I wasn't so scared about losing shit, I'd send you mine, bro.
That porcupine looks now. All right, yeah, that's the porcupine, right?
This one that I got,
Yeah.
that's a PSYOP,
Oh no,
bro.
that's a PSYOP. That's a PSYOP.
This is a White Mountain Knives exclusive.
I haven't yet, Chris Lopez, but the ABW slip joint is my Grail Slippy. I missed out on the last drop last week. I was out at dinner with the fam, and but the ABW slip joint is my Grail Slippy. Stan EDC, what up, homie?
What's up, Dan Stan? Hey, here's another one that Bossy just re-upped on. That's the Martin 154 cm and aluminum. It's great.
I thought that was by far my favorite ladies knife of 2024, and a great tiny carry.
You see, you know how big my hands are, bro.
Yep,
I can get 4 full fingers on that.
Yeah, it's a little big knife.
Yeah, it's like the little native, bro. Punches above its weight class,
but super comfortable for ladies too. That's why I thought that was like the #1 ladies knife for last year.
Absolutely.
So far this year, the contenders for me are the Artisan Clio, and
I don't think I have a Clio. This is the only Artisans I've got lately,
and this one. What's up, Dwayne Letterman? Good to see you, homie.
I think this is the Artisan Holmes.
Yes.
It's not a bad knife. I don't like the secondary lock on it, but
yeah, I'm glad they're getting rid of the secondary locks because I hate that button.
The blade stock is stupid thin on it.
Yeah, this right now is my other top contender for ladies knife of the year, even though this won't win because I'm not going to put a $404 knife as the top ladies knife probably. But man, this click is amazing.
Is that the one that's that auto that you forgot was an auto?
Yes, exactly.
Sorry, I had to call you out on that, bro.
Later, Mud. Have a good one, homie. Yeah, it went from me going, I'm not understanding yet. I get like it feels great, but I don't get it, to going, oh my God, I want it.
You have a great night, Mud.
So I've talked to him, Knives and Gear Insights, and he said that it's okay for me to say this I was going to do it when I drop the review, but I'll say it tonight. They're almost ready with the larger version of this and some more awesome production awesomeness coming out.
I would definitely go with the larger version of that. That's a
so there is a bigger version coming. Yes, Rolf, this is the #1 ladies knife to me because even the auto is super easy to use. Super easy to use. It doesn't require.
Yeah, I'm sorry. That was fun.
Feels great. But yeah, when they make J. Corscotton, this is the Tuck Knives Click. It's a manual with beautiful, beautiful manual action and a hidden scale release auto. And when you drop the frame lock, even on the auto, it goes all the way to that right there before you have to squeeze and reset that spring. So easy. So easy.
That's awesome.
OEM'd by Bestech. This is the first production version of their custom click. And Oh my, CPM MagnaCut at 63 to 64 HRC. Like, yes. Oh, and WarRoom,
Yes.
full length backspacer.
Love it. Absolutely love that.
It's a little wider than most knives this size, so it feels way more comfortable in hand than it has any right to. Got a lot of fun stuff showing up today. Finally.
So did I show you guys this one? The new knife?
New knife compenter.
Compenter, yes, S. It's D2. It's sub $50 knife. This is excellent, excellent little budget knife. 7-inch, 3-inch blade. Excellent knife. Excellent action. I mean, front clipper tab, banging on the money. Great knife.
I agree with you, Fook. Fook. I agree with you, Fook. I would absolutely I'd snag 3 of these, 1 for me and 2 for each of the ladies in my house. If if it wasn't a $400 knife. I'm not saying they're not worth it, but yes, it's definitely a bit out of my price range.
I think you can almost buy a McNeese for that.
Yeah, almost.
Well, on the secondary, you can. I've seen McNeese going for like $350.
Damn. That just blows my mind.
I wouldn't
when I
sell mine
flick
for
this
$350.
open. I haven't stopped carrying this McNeese since it got here.
Here's carbon fiber too, isn't it?
Yeah, he's got the carbon fiber show side scale, and it is heavily milled on the inside. But I love how chunky. It's a thick chunk of carbon fiber.
You know what I like about these? It's all usable blade. Except for
Yeah.
the little choil right there. All usable blade.
But it's tucked in deep enough that that choil's not gonna catch on anything.
Yeah,
But it's
exactly.
still enough to give you sharpening life.
Great knives.
Stan, the crazy hawkbill is the pickled steel Blood Eagle prototype. So the production version will have this front flipper that does work very well, and a pocket opening or wave opening feature. One thing that I want to point out with this one is not only its comfort in this position, more comfortable to me than most karambits I have held, but the fact that this is sized just right to be very comfortable in a forward grip without your finger in the ring, or a pinch grip, something like it's a lot more EDC friendly than most karambits we mess with.
Yeah.
And production version of this will be coming this year. Really looking forward to it. This will be a karambit. You can reverse flick off the blade too. I just found pretty easy. Now I'm really all in. But this pickled steel Blood Eagle is one I will definitely have to get. Yeah, that's a prototype, and then this is the pickled steel Typhon prototype, Stan. Contoured titanium and shred carbon fiber. And the production will be a button liner. This is just a standard plunge, but it will be a button liner lock.
And reasonably priced.
M390 titanium, and carbon fiber, and he's shooting for under $140.
Reasonably priced.
And there's going to be a budget version as well in micarta or carbon fiber with D2. And you got to figure that's going to be under $60 or under 70 at least.
I wish you would have told me about this knife earlier in my career when we first met. This is fantastic, bro.
That's one I have wanted ever since they came out because I love my cormorants. And I have 3 cormorants designed by you. And then he went to Vosteed and started Vosteed. And that Trek lock feels so much better than most button locks.
Yeah, it's fantastic. So he's the one that did the corgi too, correct?
Yes.
Because this has got the same kind of lock.
Yes, it has the Trek lock on it as well.
It's another one that's fantastic.
And what it uses is it uses a rectangular plunge instead of a round plunge like on most plunge locks. And a system that's there's a track in the blade and makes it just locks up better than a standard plunge lock.
Yeah.
Yes, Booth, Yudong has some dope designs. Everything from Vosteed seems to be hit after hit.
Here's an oldie but goodie.
And he was killing it with Kaiser before that. Yeah, is that the alligator?
Yeah, the gator.
Adventure Man, what up, homie? How you doing? Man, has anybody handled this Vosteed parallel and the FM1?
I haven't.
I'm curious what the
FM1.
difference in thickness is.
Here's the FM1 right there, bro.
Quite a bit thicker than this, for sure, then.
It probably is, but
I mean, it's not thick at all, but it looks thicker than this. You got the same Vosteed in your pocket, says Adventure Man.
this one right here is probably pretty close too.
What's that one? Oh,
It's
yeah, the verdict.
Yeah, it's really thin.
Yeah, the Corgi V does look pretty cool. Vosteed just keeps dropping dope looking knives. They're like Tenable, but without the already lined up model list, you know. It's just constant
Tenable.
quality and constant hits.
Tenable and Kansept are on fire too. I don't really look at Kaisers that much anymore, guys. I hate to say it, but I don't. Even though they put out some good knives, I think that Vosteed and Kansept are doing a much better job. That's just my personal opinion.
Yeah, Jim Cox says that he likes Vosteed, but their prices seem to be getting a little precious. They are definitely more, but they are giving us better blade steels too than the other budget guys. I get it. Their prices are higher than the others, but I still think they're running kind of fair for the blade seals they're giving us versus other brands.
So let's get in a little discussion here. We kind of touched on this last week too, DBD. What do you guys think is going to happen with all these tariffs going on with the Chinese knives?
You know, the biggest thing, the number one thing, folks, if you don't want to worry about it at all, buy American.
Well, I'm kind of like getting to that kick. I truly am, but
Buy a McNeese, buy a TRM, buy anything American, buy an Aries EDC.
a buck, yeah.
Buy a
There's
buck.
plenty of options.
And you don't have to worry about tariffs at all.
Kershaw.
Now, for a little while, it depends.
Well,
we've got somebody from South Africa that is shipping knives that are made in China. And he says he's got a way that it's not going to be going up a lot or going up. But for some of these Chinese companies, I do think we could see the cost on their knives go up for a bit. And then I know it's happening to
Would
the knife designers, KC, Lefty, their costs are going up.
well, let me ask you, would it stop you? Would it stop anybody here from purchasing a Chinese made knife?
I guess it's going to depend on what the costs costs
Or-
get to.
Or is it
Because-
going to open up the secondary market? Because the secondary market's been pretty depressed here of late, you know,
Yeah.
as far as pricing, you know.
Is something burning?
I kind of agree with that, Kelly.
Yeah, how they price the shipments, yeah.
I'm just
Whatever it
curious what
is,
everybody
I
thinks.
don't think it's going to last too long because he's gonna get what he wants, and then the huge tariffs are going to drop back off. They're being used as a weapon, as a negotiating tool.
Yeah, I agree with that. But I also agree that it has to be done. Okay, just my personal opinion. It has to be done. It's way too unfair right now. We're losing too much ground, and what are we going to leave our next generation? Is what it comes down to, because the
Yes.
deficit's getting out of control. It truly is, and
Yeah, the reset has been necessary.
yeah, I'm just glad that we got somebody that has some balls to try and do it. You know, it's going to hurt for a while, guys. That's just the nature of it. The longer we wait, the more it's going to hurt.
And then prices will go back down to normal, I think. But in the meantime, if you want to,
It is well. I get that they do make knives, but it goes. How'd they get that way? Nah, I'm not gonna go into it.
oh, the back door is open. That's right. Okay, that's how I'm smelling smoke. Somebody's barbecuing. Okay, I forgot the door. Okay, I was tripping out over here smelling smoke. Now, yeah, I'm gonna reverse that. I don't think they'll use cheaper materials. I don't think they can go back to 8CR and such because the market won't accept it anymore.
Well, yeah, I
And
agree with that.
we've seen companies like CJRB already give us ARPM9 for $30. So to now come back and say, here is an 8CR knife for $50-$60 just ain't gonna fly.
Well, okay. Here, time out. HCR heat treated properly, like Spider Toe does, it's not horrible steel. Okay, but some of the other manufacturers that don't do that kind of heat treat, yeah, I agree with that. But 9CRs get the same thing. You know what I'm saying? It's all about the heat treat. But here lies another problem with Crucible going down. Well, how is that going to affect the knife market? A lot of questions, a lot of volatility in the knife market right now, and then I just wonder what you guys are thinking about it.
I'm gonna give you the screen for a minute to chat with because I'm being asked to play bartender for a moment. So Mrs. Debbie had a long day at work. I'll be back in a moment.
You got to do it, bro.
She comes in with the bottles of alcohol, the shaker, and a pouty face, and just looks at me.
You got to do what you got to do, bro. So, what are you guys thinking? Am I out of line thinking that it might get volatile for a while, the knife market? Yeah, Gerber still is most certainly uses 7CR. So does Buck on a lot of their Chinese product. Sorry, Mick Ranger, I'm trying to read your comment there. Mineral industry signing deals in America. Yeah, I'm just worried about the proprietary. I haven't heard anything about it, like the CPMs. You know that half my collection, 90% of my collection is CPM steel. You know, the powder metallurgy steels. And the war effort coming soon will diminish steel. Yeah, that could be. That could be. I don't want to see that. You know, no soldier wants to see that, but sometimes it's a necessity.
Where's Harry?
Oh no, I agree, Brian. I totally agree. I'd love to see it come back to where you can buy an affordable American-made knives. That would be fantastic. Yeah, Bowler, yeah, will take over for now. Yeah, who makes like 14C? That Bowler? I don't think it's Bowler. Anyways, is what it is. But you also we still got an American steel maker here, Crucible, or not Crucible, Carpenter. I wonder if they'll pick up the Sandvik. Thank you. I think they might pick up some of the slack, like 204P, which is basically M390 or 20CV. As long as custom makers can get good, yeah. Hey, but I've seen a lot of custom makers that make their stuff out of 154 CM or D2, and it works just fine for them. I haven't ever tried, Brian. I haven't ever tried 12CR yet. I've only tried the 14C, and I haven't got a problem with it. Good steel. Imagine 12CR is too. I just haven't tried any of it. Heck, I don't mind. I don't mind properly huge 9CR. It's good steel. Just got to sharpen it a whole lot more. Lady Boot, have a good one. What's up, Todd? Anyways, I'm not very good at live, I guess. I can't hold the stage like DBD can. Yeah, we still have time. Talking about Taiwan, I prefer Taiwan Spydercos over Golden Colorado Spydercos. I don't know if anybody's with me on that, but I think they're a better product. Just my personal opinion.
You don't think American prices will come down much, but with any luck, our dollar will get stronger. There you go, Jim Cox. Beardo, what's going on? Good to see you, homie. Oh.
Yeah, that's a good question, Wes.
Ron Crow, member Kripple Krew Inc. What's up? 12CR and 14CR are supposed to be very similar. It's just 14CR is supposed to be a little more stainless, I believe, is what I read.
You pay 500.
Let's remember the Statue of Liberty is made from French steel.
Actually, I think it's a green green from copper, doesn't it? Yeah, and I heard they wanted it back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Come and take it.
Well, no, I think Trump told, his press secretary told him, no, if it wasn't for us, you guys would be speaking German. So no,
yes.
You can't have it back.
Yeah, I love that.
So I won this off of Javon the other day. This is an excellent little beast of a knife.
You used to laugh at me every time I pulled mine out.
Well, this is the reason I laughed at you, because I have this. Okay. I have this. That's why I used to laugh at you. This is junk.
Yes, whereas this is made for EDC size. This is the Corvette S Fixie is the perfect EDC size.
But the flame anno on this is second to none. This is gorgeous. But that's why I used to laugh at you. But now that I got one in hand, you're correct, bro. These are excellent EDC knives.
And it's just such a useful blade shape.
Wow, that's why the Warhog and the sheepdogs, yeah.
There we go. And the stock pocket clip on this is this big spoon that I didn't think I was gonna like. Like, I mean, it's a bent folded carry for the sheath. But when it's actually in pocket, this does work really well. So don't feel like you have to put an ulti clip on there. But this one will probably eventually get an ulti clip. And WarRoom has an ulti clip on his because he didn't have this clip.
No, you got shipped to me. It works quite well.
Yeah, I've been very happy with the Corvette S as a fixie.
Okay. One thing I wanted to say too about the DBL's custom, it actually has a lanyard hole in it, which the Impala Hunter does not, which I'm kind of bummed about.
So does this Blicks and Blades.
Yep. Note to self: talk to Aldo about putting a lanyard hole in it. He'll tell us to do our own.
Man, he blended in these pins so well that at first I was like, it wasn't under the light, and I was like, how does he even have this pin together?
Have you noticed that they're all small pins from over there?
Very small.
Awesome.
These ones are, like, as you can see, it's a pretty small, that little black dot right there is the pin.
Yep.
And at first, you don't even notice them, really. Oh, this is so comfortable. This Blicks and Blades.
Well, I mean, here's
Yes,
one of my
Jim.
buckets. They're a little bit bigger.
During our revolution, they did support us, but we've saved their ass a bunch of times since then.
And here's what I was talking about the sheath. This is the way I like my sheath done, when it's that way, sewn.
Yeah, so it doesn't pull through.
Yep.
Oh, Todd Carr, what's up? I don't know if I said hello. I answered a question that I saw, but I still don't know if I actually said hello to Todd Carr. Well, what it do, homie? You want a Vosteed Thornton? Yeah, Wayne. That's Wayne's knife, right? Or is that Stasa's? No, that's Wayne's knife. I don't remember. I think that was Wayne's.
I think it's Wayne's knife.
Yeah, because Stasa's is the fireball with Devo. That's right.
Oh, here's a little banger that I picked up. I probably showed you guys this last week, but here's a little.
Oh yeah, the mud.
Yes. And this is 1 of 25 with the dyed black carbon fiber on it.
Nice.
And actually it's 101 out of 107 marked in there, but I got a certificate of authenticity that's number 17 of 25. So it's pretty cool. F9DV.
Can't complain about that, faux show.
And of course, I don't know whether you can see it, but anybody know whose maker mark that is? I know you do, DBD.
The smarter half of Devo.
Yes, sir.
Got to give you shit, Lefty. I doubt you're watching, but
I doubt he's watching too. But the smarter half of Devo. Don't get me wrong, Kevin's a smart dude, but he's more marketing than he is
design.
Yes.
Yeah, Colin knows design very well. I mean, he and Lefty work together as a great pair.
Beautifully. But you go back and look at even here. I got another one of those designs right here.
The Kubi Royal.
The Kubi Royal. Here's one of Tucson's 319. Tucson.
That's a great one too. The Kubi Royal I had was a fantastic knife. I ended up using it as a giveaway. EDC member for 4 months says Kripple Krew, what up? Love the mud. I gotta
Yeah, I was
give you.
gonna say, here's a salute to.
Yes, definitely got to give a big salute. I'm gonna go American salute on this one with the McNees. 4 months puts you at OG status. Much appreciated. I appreciate your support, Brian, and I hope you're having a great night.
One more for Brian.
Yeah,
He's the one that
Petunia
told me
Wolf.
about
That's
this.
one he likes.
Yep.
The Royale with cheese. That's right. I kept calling it the Kubi Royale, and I eventually just started calling it the Royale with cheese when I gave it away.
That's a fantastic movie.
Yeah, that's one of the best movie. Look at those badass emojis for BEEDC's 4 months. Beardo says he just got a U.S. General mini toolbox to store some knives and his cigarette lighters. Nice. PE's rocking his McNees today. Yeah, I saw you drop the short with the McNees. This one is not mine. It belongs to homie Chris Lopez, who is in the chat.
There's my toolbox for nice storage.
But hot damn, is this McNees impressive? This is the first time I've got to check one out, Brian. And I get it. I get it. WarRoom for months has been like, dude, you got to check out a McNees.
Have you seen Brian's? It's awesome.
Yes, I saw his short today with his.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Sick.
I mean, I thought I had a nice one until I saw his, bro.
I don't think they make a not nice one.
No, that's not what I'm saying. But
no, I know.
It's like the two-tone nano. It's wow. Yeah, wow.
That Dixon looks wicked. Yeah, I love the Apocalypse finish on the titanium and blade. It's just like you could use this knife and know you're never gonna mark it up. That finish.
I do have one bone to pick with Mr. McNees, even him being a veteran. Look at the way that the American flag is facing on your knife when it's deployed.
Yes, it should be facing the other way while deployed. I believe he did it for the closed position.
Yeah, no, I understand that, but you know how it's supposed to be, bro.
Yeah, deployed, it's facing the wrong way, faux show, and the knife is meant to be used deployed.
Right.
So the flag should face. Man, it's hard to get it to even show on this one because the finish is so. There we go. That flag should face the other direction.
It's going the wrong way. But he's absolutely right. When you close it, it looks like it's the correct direction.
Yeah. When it's closed, it looks right, but the knife's not made to be used closed.
Nope. I'll show you how it should look. This is a Kershaw, and they do it right.
Yes, there it goes. Now it's flying it towards.
Yep.
You're running towards what you're doing. The Deca just avoids it by not putting a flag on there. Rolf Robertson says, depending on which way the wind is blowing. Nah, if you're running forward, the wind only blows one way.
Come on, you're a vet. You know that, bro.
Semper and hostess. Always into the enemy. That was our motto as Black Knights. Semper and hostess.
Ours was choose your prey.
That's a good one too.
Yeah, none of my ZTs have it. Just the Kershaws.
Oh yeah?
It's strange.
Has anyone ever snapped thumb studs? No, I have not, Mick.
No. Nope, I have not.
Thought
Here's
for
another-
Civi purposes, the stars should always be on the left. He's a veteran, though. It's not a Civi product. It's a veteran product.
Yeah.
And so it
Yeah.
should be going into the enemy.
Okay. Here's another fantastic budget knife. Now, this is an older model, but everybody know what that is?
I haven't used one yet.
These are fantastic knives.
Off grids. I haven't used any off grids yet.
Fantastic knives. They're made in Taiwan. They're not made in China.
What thumb studs did you snap, Mick Ranger? Here's one thing I want to point out about flags. I hate foreign products with flags on them. Olites, Kaisers,
Oh,
Knives,
I won't-
any of the concepts with the
I will
flags
not
on
buy
them.
a knife with an American flag on it unless it's an American made knife.
I
Absolutely
hate
will
that
not do it.
stuff.
Yep. My little niece wanted me to get her one of the Olites with the American flag on it. I refused.
Yeah,
No.
no.
I won't do that. When you get older, you'll understand what I'm telling you. You don't do that.
Mick Ranger says he busted the domed Demco 20.5 studs that he got from Flightanium. Holy shit! I've never had a thumb stud snap.
Are they
Did it
aluminum?
snap when you were? Did it snap when you were tightening it in? There's no way it snapped when you were flipping it. It had to be when you were tightening it, right? Yeah. So it wasn't. No, he says he didn't even tighten them down, so it wasn't that. I was thinking that's the only way you could snap a thumb stud.
Oh, it's probably like this screw that I from TCAL that I busted today. I didn't even tighten it down hard, you know, and it snapped. Probably just a bad one.
Yeah. Bad treats happen. Well, not even heat treats. Not on a lot of the hardware, not even heat treated.
Just a bad
Well, it
mill.
is, but it is still heat treated, I guess.
Oh, we
I
playing,
still need to check out a full size mine
bro.
because I love my 20.5s.
I'm not even missing mine because I never carried it, bro. And it's with people that don't care for it. You know what I'm saying? I know you're mad at me because I got rid of mine, but I like this much better.
I do love my 80 20.5 Tonto. I love this one too. You know, and this is the perfect size. So
Yes,
the
it
funny
is.
thing is,
For EDC,
when
this
I
is.
finally get an 80-20, it probably will not be EDC'd as much as this. But it's still the top knife on my list because it's a shark lock and American made.
You see this one, right?
Yeah, that's the clip point.
Yeah, I got two of them. Figure I'm good.
Is that one S35 or which one is that?
They're both a 3B and the Tonto, you know that, and S35.
Okay. Yeah, I've got OS 10 on the shark foot, and then of course all the Tontos are 3B.
You know, I was sitting there thinking about it. I've got more S35 than I have anything else in my collection.
I'm S35 is pretty strong in my collection too, and it's always treated me well. When I put up the review of this knife yesterday, this one is an S35BN, and I mentioned that S35 is one of the original super steels.
This
And
is
even
S35.
though we've gotten newer, shinier, fancier stuff, that doesn't mean S35BN has gotten worse over time.
Well,
It's just as good as it always was.
S30B gets a bad rap now because of all the super steels, you know?
Everything's newer.
I consider S30B the original super steel. You know, it's the original knife steel.
Yes, that's why I said S35 was one of in my
Yeah.
review. If it was S30V, I would have called it the OG.
Well, if you
S-
talk to Rolo, he'll deny that S30V is a super steel.
Yes, he will. I know,
I'm sorry, it's the OG super steel. You know,
and it hasn't got worse over time.
no, it's gotten
It's
better.
it's still just as good.
Yep, I think it's gotten better because people learned how to heat treat it, properly. But that's just my opinion. But I got a lot of D2 in my collection too, man. I do not mind D2. It's
I'm going to
almost
show.
stainless.
Oh, yes, definitely. I'm going to show a couple of pictures real quick.
Go for it, bro.
Caleb made the first Caleb bead to match his Aries EDC spike in the blood kryptonite Kieranite,
I got a
black and
question.
red Kieranite. And
Now,
Brian F, this is his newest off grid. Look at that chunky fixie. Look at the blade stock on that.
bro, I gotta get one, and they aren't expensive either, bro. They aren't expensive at all.
What? Whoa! What? Okay, so it's not even the blade stock; it's the handles.
Yep, it's a beautiful knife, man.
Blade stock seems about normal for a fixie, for an off grid, but the handles will definitely give you something chunky to hold on to.
That's what, $59 now?
I don't know. I'm not familiar with that one.
Like $59, bro. Oh, I love off grid, Brian. You ain't gotta tell me nothing about it, bro.
Todd Carr says every steel when it was released was a super steel.
No, I get that too, but it goes back to something I say. How many of us actually use steels to their fullest potential?
I'm not even close, mine.
I'm not even close. Yes, I'm a steel whore because I chase certain steels, bro. But I mean, do we really use it to its fullest potential?
And what's funny is some of the knives that I do use the most are Austin A, because this is one of my most used knives right here.
Bro, I love
it's the first 80-20.5 from the Deadly Daughter. So I use the hell out of this. I use the hell out of D2. Like some of the knives that I use the most aren't even considered super steels, and they do just great.
You see that? Who is it, Caleb or Mick? It said upgrade does a cryo. Mick, right there. It says it right on that blade. Cryo D2.
Cryo D2.
This is badass to the bone. This is a Viper V1, by the way.
But yeah, I cut with my knives. I bring them home. I clean them off. I have so many that none of these are getting put through daily hard use.
No, that's the point. I got well over 250 knives, man. I don't use any that are that hard use. Yeah, I have hard use knives, but I rarely hard use them.
Yes. Yeah, and the stuff that we have in MagnaCut and 3V or whatever it is, we are not pushing to that potential.
Nope.
For most of us.
Absolute banger. And this is what is this? It's ATS 34, which is basically 154 cm. But I mean, this is a chunk, bro. Little liners on that.
Man, and that goes over like 100% lockup.
Yep. This is a buck in Topps collab. This is a Cesar T.
Nice.
It's even got a you can put a you know what I'm saying? You can put an extension in there and use it as a tool.
Kelly says as long as her tools open her packages, she's good.
Yeah.
S35, 14C, S30V are great steels that just lost the new steel shine. Definitely great steels and are almost in the budget category now. Correct, Brian. Correct. It's crazy that we can get S35 knives at and under $100.
Here's another steel that's like I consider that way is XHP. It's like stainless D2.
Yeah. What is up, Aldo? Member of Kripple Krew Inc. Good to see you, homie. As
What's
you can
happening, Aldo,
see, a
brother?
certain box finally
A
came
couple certain
in.
boxes.
A certain box finally came in. And
Well,
this
I got
Impala Hunter feels better than it has any right to. Yeah, the Cold Steel and Demco Austin A, Brian, from the Taiwan factory is
good stuff.
it's damn near a super steel.
It's really good stuff.
Hell yeah,
Fantastic knife.
glad you like that one, Caleb.
Hey, although you definitely need to make this one, I'll say.
I'm in love with this Blixen, Aldo. And I really appreciate you gifting the Typhon Proto to the channel, Aldo.
You knew that was coming, Aldo. You knew it was coming, bro.
But oh, I am in love with this little Blood Eagle. And I can't believe how much I like this for a karambit, homie. Yeah, Kubi did a good job on Austin when they used it. I've had no worries with Kubi's Austin.
There's two of them right here, bro. I've got a Master Chief and I've got a Bravo 1 Austin, and this is good stuff from Kubi as well. And there's a Master Chief. Brian recognizes this as Master Chief.
Yay.
Great knives. But
There we go.
I love Austin A. Good stuff.
Although I found that I could reverse flick off this blade too, and I have I can't wait for the production Blood Eagle because I want one of these so badly.
I want one of all of them.
Yeah.
I haven't touched a knife that Auto has produced that's a bad one. I just haven't, and that's being real honest. They're always sharp. They feel good in the hand. They tune a knife superb. I mean, this tune's fine.
Yes.
They just banging, man. Bravo, Aldo.
Oops.
You did a good job.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to reviewing these, Aldo. And you nailed it on the Impala Hunter.
Hey,
I still can't get over how comfortable it is.
I got to ask him a question, though. If you can look at that, it's a little off center. Do I have permission to center that back up? Anyways.
I love this chunky blade stock on. He said, oh, thank you, sir. Yes, he said, please do.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, as they go through, folks, they're going to need some tightening as we all check them out. But yeah, this Typhon, I can't imagine how it's going to feel with a button liner lock.
Well, dude, that's just such a sexy beast.
I love my new knife. Again, I appreciate the chance, Aldo. Not only to check out the prototypes, but also your own personal customs.
Yeah, absolutely. The way that this goes from G10 to carbon fiber, you can't see any transition. You can't feel any transition. It's excellent. I mean, beautiful.
Hell yeah. I really like the contoured titanium and carbon fiber that this is rocking. And then, you've got the hidden pig snout lanyard spot in the back, which is the perfect way to do it. So you don't break up the lines at all.
I like the inset on that. It's beautiful.
Great ergos.
And I see what you mean, although it does ride well in the pocket as far as the pocket clip. on this. I wish this would come up just a bit, but we'll see what you do with it.
Later on, have a great night. It's almost 5 o'clock for Aldo. Almost 5 a.m. that is.
Yeah, Gary should be popping on here pretty quick. I've got his package sitting here with 4 sheets and nobody's called me on it. It's ready to go.
4 a.m. He says, "Okay, I was off an hour."
My bad.
Yeah, that's right. They don't have the time change. That's right, Kelly. But yeah, hella early.
The Master Chief's a great knife there, Brian. I appreciate you turning me on to that. Another
Looks like
one-
such a good usable blade on that one.
On which one? The Master Chief?
Yeah.
It's solid. Here's another one that's really good that you turned me on to. I know this is my first real steel. The Hugin. Excellent knife. This is
I want to
BD
check out the Hugin, the Munin, and the Sacra. I think the real steel cross parts look great.
They're fantastic, bro. Now, can I reverse flick this? No, I can't. The thumb stud's just a little too small. I can't get enough leverage.
Yeah.
But from the thumb, it does wonderful.
Oh, I want a Blood Eagle now so badly. And a Typhon. That's why he does this. It's smart. Now we all want them. That is one chunky blade, Aldo. So the blade stock thickness is staying the same, correct? Oh, that just feels so good.
Like I said, he knew it was coming.
Yes, I did. Well, I knew something was coming. I just didn't know what was going to be in this box. Except for this one. I knew the Impala Hunter was going to be in it. 4 millimeters of M390. 4 millimeters of M390. Yes. I love it. That is what, like almost 160 thousandths blade stock thickness.
Wow. That's impressive.
And he's shooting for an under $140 MSRP. That's nuts. Or retail, whatever you want to call it. That's crazy. But with the flat, yeah, it's a chunk, Caleb. But with the flat grind, or the full flat grind, I should say, it is crazy, crazy slicey. It's just a beautiful full flat grind. So it starts off chunky, but gets
Wicked
down
sharp.
slicey.
Wicked sharp.
Send us at least 100, says Mick.
So, Aldo, how are sales going over here? I should ask Kelly that, but we doing okay buying your stuff?
Yeah, Ramed has been doing amazing on your knives, Aldo. We were talking earlier that we're huge fans of their D2 heat treatment. I'm replying to his comment while he's probably answering your question.
Probably.
But yes, their heat treat, like on your D2, is phenomenal. Around 70 pre-orders on the Typhon.
Nice.
Ginger Fisher says he got a pre-order in for the Fleur and the M-Fleur and the Typhon. Sales have been a little slower than expected, but after Impala reviews and more stock arriving should grow. Probably, for sure.
I can't believe that the Impala Hunter, I grabbed it the first day. I mean, in fact, I grabbed it before it even arrived here. I knew this was going to be a fine knife. I can't believe they're not flying off the shelves.
Yeah. Luckily,
Fantastic.
there's about to be quite a few reviews dropping on these.
Yeah.
And maybe this will be the fixie of the season. I'm surprised how well it locks in with no jumping.
I mean, both fixies I've got from them and this other one, this custom, they're locking your hand beautifully.
Yeah, I'm digging. For $50 after code Kripple10 and then under $70 shipped to your doorstep. Yeah, that's the way right there. Great hunting knife.
I can tell you who I'm getting one. I'm going to get another one for. Might get two of them. I think, of course, Jimmy Crow. I think he deserves one of these.
Yeah, he had to take off.
Yeah. Man, I think I might get one for Jim Miller. I haven't got Jim Miller or anything yet. You know how I am. I like different stuff.
And this is a phenomenal knife.
Yeah. It's budget, but it does not in any way feel budget.
And it's one that you don't mind taking out using, and if you have to, we're getting another one. Because you can afford to beat it up.
Here's the thing. I think it'll take the abuse.
Oh, I'm sure it will.
I truly think it'll take the abuse. I haven't abused mine yet, but I will.
And this Blixum feels great too, although this should definitely be a production knife. This to me,
on there?
What's that?
Is that a stonewash? What is that finish?
It's man, it's got some deep pitting to it. It might be deeper than a stonewash. I'm gonna guess stonewash, but
what?
It's got some deep, not like a bead blast, but almost like a heavier medium wash.
Yeah, no, I'm looking at it, and he says it's an acid wash.
Acid wash.
That's it looks like it's got a gray PVD or something along that lines when you look at it in the screen.
Yeah, it looks like a finish that you can do anything to, and it's going to hide it. Rolf Robertson says, although we're all pitching in and sending DBD to South Africa.
Lord help you.
You're right, Wes Gibson. That is true about the cold steel tough light. You can beat it, and if you do happen to damage it, you can just replace it.
The tough light, that's that small little one. That's Oz 8.
The little warning.
Yeah, that's Oz 8 steel, bro. That's they do a phenomenal job under heat treats, man. They do.
He says we have no taxes, so very cheap, says Aldo. Man, I am a huge fan of this Blixum, and I could see carrying this every single day.
We got a Aldo the Blade Show next year.
Yes. Blade Show 2026 for Pickled Steel, for sure. I'll work the booth. You know that, Aldo. I'll go work the booth. I don't have any kids graduating next year.
My youngest will be a freshman in high school, so.
Oh, love this. Yeah, Mick Ranger's asking when he can order the Primo Typhon. And such a killer knife.
See, a lot of people, I don't know if a lot of people know that when you look at Pickled Steels and they say not available in the U.S., they are. you order the knife, and it just might take a little longer, but they'll get it here.
Yes, it doesn't have to say US available.
Right.
Oh, Aldo sent some new pictures over for us to take a look at real quick.
Awesome.
He says the primo typing's still going to be a little while. Yeah, this one's still prototype phase. We've got some fixie pictures to look at. This is another custom that he's turning into a production knife.
Yeah, that one. Ooh, boy, I like that one.
Wait till you see this one. No, I like this one a little bit, but oh, I didn't notice the ring at first. Okay.
Oh,
By the way, look at the sheath on this. You're gonna be able to carry this horizontally.
Yes, please. Shut up and take my money.
Ooh.
D2 on the blade steel auto.
Oh, it's a DBL's. There we go. I was about to say, whose is this? But that makes sense. That's a DBL's knife. Ooh, that he's looking to make production. And that's that Guardian style sheath.
I like this.
Just like that. Well, not just like that, but yes, kind of like that.
The same kind of style.
Yeah, same idea.
Yep. This works well too. Very comfortable to scout carry.
Those were the Jackal and the Weasel. And to show you which is which real quick, folks, we'll share one more time. This is the Jackal in green and orange.
6 weeks.
And then this is the DBL's Weasel in black and orange. Both with some great poonage.
I like that one. Black, please.
Hey, WarRoom likes the Jackal. I want the Weasel.
I want them both. What are you talking about? I'll take a green one of those. And
I'll take all the knife. He says ready in 6 weeks.
And
Those are prototypes.
Beautiful.
Ready in 6 weeks in 690. Ooh, yeah.
Beautiful. Yeah.
The DBL Polly Shore, the Weasel. Wheezing the juice, Brian F.
That's what my Guardian's is N690. I don't mind that steel at all.
And Aldo says N690 and G10 should be under $60.
Beautiful.
Especially, and if it's not listed at under 60, it will be after code Kripple 10.
Awesome. Hey, so if I put a if I tell you or send you a code, can I get a rebate? Because I didn't put a code down. I was in such a rush to get the Impala Hunter.
Can I get a rebate? I like it. Creator code rebates.
I'm just kidding.
Yeah, there's so many dope models, Mick Ranger. So many.
How do you do with the Rough Rider series there, Aldo? You sell a lot of that?
He said he'll gladly charge you more. No issues. I know he said before that they did really, yeah, he's saying very well. I know he said before they did very well for South African sales.
Well, the reason I was asking is because I have a well,
of course, ground fog.
This is Rosecraft. Okay, this is a cotton sampler. Okay, yours is about half the price of this, and that's why I was asking.
Yeah, he says Rough Rider is a great brand. I know Aldo has been a Rough Rider fan for a while, and that's why he worked to become the South African distributor, Knight, the only guy selling them in South Africa, whatever the hell you want to call it.
Distributor.
Yeah.
Sole distributor.
He's the exclusive. There we go.
Yeah. Exclusive.
Yeah, he says for the price you cannot beat it. Yeah, Ground Fog, you can always post. I want people to post their links, whether it's their channels, their Instas, their Discords, whatever. If you've got a link, post it.
Well, that's why he gives everybody a wrench. You know, if you come in here more than once, he gives everybody a wrench.
Yeah, there's a lot of wrenches on this channel, that's for sure. It's because I'm too busy talking to post links. So I give everybody wrenches and let them post their own.
I don't know if you guys, a lot of you guys do. You were here at the beginning when he was a small channel talking with animals.
Kripple Critters. I miss the Kripple Critters too.
That was fun. It was. Mabel and I can't remember the others' names, but I remember
Mabel, Megan, Mo, or Mabel,
Yeah.
Megan, Bo, Migaron and Mabel, Migaron and Bo.
Figure out that, yeah. I should remember that. That's name.
I just called them Migs. Oh yes, you definitely may share more pics to make Kelly crazy, Aldo.
Kelly's doing a fantastic job, although
She is 100%. And that's why I wanted her to know that I did not have, it's not her fault that the mail here takes forever. She was stressing it. And it's like, you didn't do it. The mail here just sucks.
let me tell you, after the first time he sent me a knife, which was my chocolate SW,
yeah, your SWD Freya.
Yeah. It took 2 weeks to get it. And I live 180 miles from her, if that. 2 weeks to get it. She sends me all my stuff UPS now. Which costs more. I mean, she goes above and beyond to make sure you get your stuff and it's proper. Fantastic.
He sent over a whole bunch of the kitchen knife series. First off, look at this wicked knife. That thing. Yeah, that'll cut through any carcass. Go through ribs.
I got
whatever you need
that
to.
actually hand forged.
I know all of his kitchen knives of this series should be in 5CR, I believe.
Oh, I like that. I like that too.
Ooh. Yeah, that one. This one right here was great. Look at that. I had to go back to it. Look at the thumb pinch. Look at where your thumb would pinch on that. We got I like that one too. These all seem to have a great thumb pinch. Pointy. Very pokey. Look at the sheath on that. And then, of course, back to that guy. I just had to show that big in again. I had to show that big chunky boy again.
I want that one right there. I got to get that. That's a good all around camp. Do whatever.
He said it's those are already on their way and should be in the States by next week.
Nice.
And they're 5CR and it's a manufactured forge. Okay. So it is a simulated look. Same manufacturer that makes the Impala. So these are coming out of Taiwan.
After seeing the Impala, I'm not.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not.
I believe all of this 5CR stuff is coming out of Taiwan. I think I'm right on that.
5CR standard kitchen steel. Pretty much.
Hey, I do want to point out, folks, definitely check out the EDC Roundtable. There was so many awesome handmade goods by people in our community. You can use code DBD10 to save 10% on anything on there if you want. And whether it's Brian F's custom like EDC awls, ferro rods, dab tools, and such, or Lancelot leather slips, or said Stevie beard balm, or there's so much awesome EDC gear handmade by people in our community available on the EDC Roundtable. There's also a link for that in the description of this live stream. And like I said, go DBD10, saves you 10% from anybody on the EDC Roundtable.
Awesome.
Jim
What's
Cox
up,
says, let his
Kathleen?
playlist play for your pets when you leave your home. Fair enough. And yes, I was correct on Taiwan.
Awesome.
Kathleen Smith, member Kripple Krew Inc. What's up, sis? How are you?
I hope your eyes are doing okay today.
Yeah, Taiwan 5CR for kitchen knives. That sounds like a good setup.
I gotta learn a little bit more about 5CR and what you can sharpen it to. I sharpened my kitchen knife, which I think is 5CR, the other day, but I didn't know how far to take it.
Yeah,
I think like 600 grit. Seems to be working well.
we need this Blixum, Aldo. I mean, not that his custom knives are very expensive either, but this would make a killer production knife. Check out Kelly's videos if you're not. For sure.
So
More coming. Kelly's got some dope knives and all kinds of pickle steel coming through.
Kelly's got fantastic knives, guys. You have no clue. Well, her and Brian both have
Yes,
fantastic.
they both do have a killer collection.
Yeah.
Each. Need to rewatch the Diamond Knot video. Yay. Did you see the all in carry dash? She said, yes. The cloud. Oh, wait. Is it? Ooh. Let me see.
I have not.
Oh, yes. Let's look at this. I'm seeing it now.
Please.
The all in Kiridashi set that he's working on with Keith the Knife Freak. Come on. I said share. Instagram. There's the Kiridashi with his scales on it. That's Keith the Knife Freak Kiridashi with Brian F scales and a Brian F EDC all to match.
That's awesome.
And he said they're talking with 1931 Leatherworks for sheaths so that it's all Michigan made. Whoops, I meant to show this picture as well.
I can't buy it, Brian. Sorry, I just can't.
Very dope. Very dope, Brian. We've got Kaiser Muskrat scales by Brian F. We've got some pocket jank, a Ferricium rod, an EDC all, and that Keith the Knife Freak Kiridashi with his scales on it. Forrest Hanks also on the EDC Roundtable. Very cool, Brian, and thank you for sharing.
I'm just messing with you, Brian. I support you in any way.
Oh, well, I hope you're doing all right after eye surgery today, Kathleen.
Yeah, I don't know whether she heard me. I hope she's doing fine.
I've got to step away for a second for the same reason you did a little while ago. I'll be back.
Chase the horse.
Yeah.
Whatever you call it. So I got a question, Aldo. If you're still in here, when is the Ghost coming out with thumb studs? I want one. Fine little banger of a knife right here. Most of you have them. I gifted Bladed Ginger. You guys know Bladed Ginger. I gifted him my gosh, boggling my brain. I gifted him my Capio Barro. Whatever. I hope I'm saying that right. But I gifted him that knife, and he really loved it. So in production now. So around 9 weeks. Beautiful. Can't wait to get one with thumb studs. Of course, you know I had my own thumb studs, but I gifted I gifted my Ghost to a friend of mine who is big in the knife community. Don't hear much because he works behind the scenes, but he gets it out there. So awesome. So, anyways, I'm pretty boring. What do you guys want to see? Anything that I've got that you haven't seen yet? What do you guys got that's new? Flipper delete and thumb studs and the titanium clip. Awesome. Awesome. What kind of price are we looking at, Aldo? Anyways.
I'm back and my tonsils aren't floating.
Oh, brother.
In production now, so around, okay, what are we talking about?
Thumb studs.
Flipper delete thumb studs and tie clip for which one?
The Ghost.
Oh, yeah.
I like the Ghost a lot. I just think it needed thumb studs. Sub $30 off. Awesome. Awesome.
The React PLXR does look pretty cool, or XT does look pretty cool, Caleb. That their button pivot lock, or pivot button lock, whichever you'd like to call it.
I don't know which one that is.
I can actually show it real quick.
Awesome.
That is a React PLX.
We had 300.
Oh, that is these right here is the pivot. The helps if I click the right button. SC Knife Monkey hit 300.
Nice. Congrats, brother.
This is the React PLXT button pivot lock. Nice full forward finger choil, reversible pocket clip. The only thing that I wish it didn't have was speed holes and a deep pocket clip, deep carry pocket clip. But other than that,
I can live with the speed holes, but the pocket clip, yeah, that's a big one. I'm sure you can get it aftermarket someplace.
Good looking knife though.
Absolutely.
Yeah, Caleb's been rocking that one.
I think that's a sexy knife.
Yeah, they've got that one, and they've got, I think, the PLXE or something like that with the other blade shape. I'm going to pull it up real quick and look at that one too. Come on. Come on.
Big giveaway tomorrow. Awesome.
I see the PLXTs on here. I'm trying to find the other Riyadh pivot lock. PLXE, that's it. This is the other one, and a little less nor of your usual blade shape, but it looks like it could be mad useful. Check this one out. This is their other pivot lock, the PLXE. I like that negative angle that you get down here so that you can get the blade down on a surface, the belly.
That's the wicked user, bro.
Yeah,
Hey,
both of their pivot lock knives look really nice. The PLXE, which is this one, and the XT which is that drop point.
I
And
want to
re-op made, so you know they're going to be crazy action.
I want to talk about one of your buddies there, DBD.
Who's that?
The person that dropped the what's his name? The guy that,
Are you talking about Johan Jordan?
yes. That knife that he dropped with Kubi is
The Kubi
sick.
Gurkha.
Sick.
Let me pull that up real quick.
And he's got one with Kaiser right now too.
He's got two with Kaiser right now. The Parakeet, which is a true button compression lock.
Right.
And then he also has a Fixie Quaken with them.
Okay, I was not aware of the Fixie.
Yeah, that was his first Kaiser was the Fixie. It's a little Quaken. And then the second knife with them was the Parakeet, which is that button liner or button compression lock.
That one I have to pass on because it's just too small for me.
And then this is the Gurkha.
That.
And you know I want this version right here. I know this is the version that you want. Oh, wait. No, wrong one. This is the version that you want.
Yes. You know me too well.
But this is the one that I want. I want either this one or I think this one looks great with the satin or the bead blast and the Ultim. But yeah, either way, I want the Ultim. But yeah, he wanted to make a useful EDC kukri.
Okay, one of these days I'm going to break out my grandfather. I've got a kukri from World War II over in it's right there by India and all that. That my grandpa was in. I can't remember the name of the country.
Burma.
Yep, from Burma. That's where he was at. I'll break that out one of these days and show it to y'all.
You're right, Aldo. Johan is killing it. He has 23 contracts currently, and he just has so many good looking knives dropping.
Wow. I think that Gurkha is sick. I want one.
such a useful blade shape. And you know, a kukri isn't typically a blade you think of for EDC.
Kukri. My bad.
Well, the Gurkha is the name of this blade. It's a kukri style. I mean, either way.
This was the first cold steel that I owned, and you can see the similar, blade shape.
Yes, very similar to the Gurkha style or kukri style cut to the blade. Yeah, normally I like blackout and Ultim, but that one does look good with the satin or the bead blast Mick Ranger. Yes, you're right. You will always be able to claim that his first design was the pickled steel Warhog. And he has many more pickled steel on the way.
Bravo.
I have seen what the original War Dog has turned into and what it's going to be coming out as with another company. And I wish it was coming out as pickled steel because it would be better. But it's still going to be a very cool knife, and there will be a pickled steel War Dog, just not the design we've looked at before.
Can I ask you a question? Will it be available to us, or
the one that's coming?
Yeah. Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
I just can't say the name of the company that it's with yet.
It's all good, bro.
But it's somebody that we're used to, and it'll be widely available.
Okay, that's
so cool. Everybody will still be able to get that War Dog design, and it's still going to be a crossbar. What's up, Terry? Your ears must have been ringing. Good to see you. We were just talking about you when we were looking at the Keith the Knife Freak Kiradashi and the stuff that Brian F has made with it. You Michiganers stick together, you know.
So, Aldo, who did the design on this one, the Maverick? Was that one of yours, or? I think this is a fantastic knife.
I still haven't checked out a Maverick. I know it's a large knife.
A really big boy.
I really want to check out the Buffle still. I'm big on the Buffle. It's an ODM design they modified.
Right.
So that's one of the Remet designs that they improved upon.
I think it's an awesome knife. I like this. I put skiffs in it too, by the way.
Isn't that one like 9+ inches or close to it?
Absolutely. It's a big boy. Wait one, I'll tell you exactly how long it is. Go. It is like 9 1/4.
Damn.
It's a big boy.
That's a whole lot of knife.
Yes, it is. So good.
Yeah, it looks like it'll take your thumb off if you let it.
Well, like I say, that's the magic of skiff.
Perfect action. That's a big blade. When it breaks that detent to drop, it just smooth. It is big, but 1 inch smaller than the Enfileur. Oh, damn. So the Enfileur is 1 inch bigger than what's in your hand, homie.
Wow. Oh, wow.
The elephant, of course.
Hey, you're going to be at the show tomorrow, aren't you, Aldo? I want you. I'll go get a hold of Garrett, but I want you to check out Kubi that I sent over there to him. What is it called? Pilates. It's
Oh,
like
yeah.
it's like a 10-inch knife. You played with it, DVD.
I did.
That's an awesome knife.
Is tomorrow Huntex?
I think Garrett told me he was going to film all day, and he'd get a hold of me and walk around and show me the booths and stuff.
Gotcha. So it's probably not the best weekend to set up an SA Saturday, huh, Aldo? I had sent Aldo a message about next week, the 25th to the 28th. Okay.
My bad. I misunderstood him. But that'll give me time to. Yeah, well, I'm sure he's going to show you a bunch of his knives. He got a bunch of stuff in. I'm sure you know about it already. Did you ever
a
get your knife
couple.
that he got from over here, Aldo? That you want on DVDs?
I know Aldo got his stuff.
Okay.
He got his slip and his slip joint.
Yeah, that's why I was asking if you got it. That's
And
cool.
there was a EDC knife that he won.
I don't think Gareth won a parallel off of Jamon's channel off the Vosteed giveaway.
Oh, yeah?
I don't think he's got that yet.
I'm sure stuff takes a while to get over there.
Yeah, he wouldn't have known about it. I caught it, and I had to call him, tell him, "Hey, man, you better call in and get on that, bro."
Holler real quick.
Yep.
Yeah, it's a very cool knife. What's up, Split and Slices? How you doing, Byron? Member Kripple Krew Inc.
What's happening, Byron?
Good to see you, homie. Yeah, I asked. And this was just for me. Well, I mean, for me it was this morning. For Aldo, it was last night, I guess. But I reached out to him, and I'm like, because he was asking if the box had got here yet. I was like, no, and I still don't. I never asked him what was in it, and he never offered to tell me what was in it because I wanted it to be a surprise. But finally, I was like, hey, do you think you could maybe set up an SA Saturday with a surprise one for me, since I don't know who to ask, like what's gonna be here? We'll see if that happens, because it wasn't. You know me, I don't do a lot of notice, and Saturday is coming up on us quickly. But we may be doing another SA Saturday this weekend. We'll see.
That's awesome. Works out
Have a
well.
nice night, Kathleen, and I hope your eye feels better.
We'll see you, Kathleen. Have a good one.
I think Aldo though is getting pretty used to me and my last minute requests.
I wonder if he's regretting. I wonder if he's regretting it yet. That's funny, bro.
Dude, I hit him up on Monday and I'm like, dude, I just realized tomorrow's live stream is number 100. Would you be down to gift anything or to give away anything? He was like, yep, let me reach out to Kelly, make sure we're good on Impalas. We'll give away an Impala.
Oh, by the way, thank you very much for that. Yeah, that was awesome.
So that was, I mean, like, I appreciate Aldo always trying to help with my last minute requests as much as he can.
Crazy. Crazy. Anyway, I think I'm going to jump off here pretty quick, gentlemen.
Yeah, I know it's it's almost 11 o'clock for you.
Yeah. I've been pushing midnight oil pretty regular. I kind of like to get to bed at a reasonable hour.
Yeah, it's time to go eat something too. 7:30 here. It's dinner time. It's past dinner time.
I don't know if I showed you this, but I finally got one, bro.
Yeah, you finally got the Walmart special, the Ozark Grail.
Yep. I thought I'd never do it, but I had to.
Yeah, I had to use it.
Yeah.
I had to use this in the intro to yesterday's video when I was like, are you going to use a $9 Walmart knife to protect your beef jerky? No, your beef jerky costs more than that.
Yeah, I remember. All right, guys.
I hope everybody has a killer night, and I really appreciate everybody kicking it with us. I had fun opening some new boxes with it and chatting with everybody. And as you can see, I have a lot of reviews that I need to do and get uploaded.
Well, I got 3 that I gotta do and then ship it on.
Yeah, I've got these 3 from the essay box. But yeah, I've got another.
Pass around to do too.
Yeah, I've got another 8 that I need to get recorded and out of here.
You're a busy man, bro.
Hey, it's fun though. It's a great time, and I love all the interaction with the Kripple Krew. It's why we do it.
You know, here's the thing, DBD, and you talked about this early, but it helped you out a lot. You know,
100%.
You got into it, and we've talked about it before. It really helped you out in your therapy, you know, and getting you out of a bad place, you know. And the Knife family is fantastic, and I appreciate
the Knife community can definitely help with your mentals.
Yes, it does. I'm retired and going crazy, and you guys help me keep my sanity. And by the way, I might be getting back into a truck. I've been thinking about it for a while.
I know you have. You don't want to, but you do.
Yeah, well, it's a lifestyle, guys. Anybody who's ever done it before knows what I'm talking about. You kind of miss it. It gets in your blood. But anyways, that's a discussion for another day. Peace out, everybody. Y'all have a great one, and I appreciate you coming, and we'll see you soon.
Have a killer night. Stay safe. Stay frosty. Stay deadly.